Hey guys, to Jew22 here, and welcome back to Heat. This show is brought to you by MuchGames.ca, Fuse 4 Network, and Insomania Game. And, man, I have to say, that was an intense first match. A Hell in a Cell variation of this tag team Hell in a Cell variation of the match. Of course, these matches from round 2 onwards are going to be determined by random. I got to slow down a little bit. But our next matchup will feature on the left the Road Warriors. They defeated the Corporation to get to this point, and they are going to be taking on the men on the left, or on the right, I should say. Excuse me, my right. And that would be D-Generation X, Shawn Michaels, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So, we're going to find out if the Road Warriors can block the pain from the last match that they had with the Corporation. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Sábado Heat that they defeated. Excuse me, my fault. The New Age Outlaws defeated the Corporation to get to as far as they did, but no, it was Sábado Heat that they beat. No intended. No pun intended. No rhyme intended. Alright, so, with that said, let's get started right now. Alright, we're off, and we have Hawk and Shawn Michaels beginning the matchup. And already Hawk is in trouble as he gets whipped into the corner and rammed into the boots of Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And now he's going to take over on Hawk. In fact, that's always a good strategy to keep one of your opponents in the corner, tag in and out, and work on them. I mean, sure, you may not be able to beat him right away, but it'll definitely soften him up. So, I mean, these tag team matches, especially the normal variation of it, there has to be strategy. Because, in fact, it's kind of like a human game of chess. And, well, now, Hunter Hearst Helmsley made a mistake and backed into the opposite corner where he should not have, and he paid for it right there. So it's not just knowing when to tag in and out, but also keeping your opponent, you know, and working on them. So whether it's the person that you were working on, or if he tags out, then the other person is going to have to pick up the slack. So, you know, in addition to this match being a fight, I mean, there has to be a semblance of strategy. I mean, you can't just go in there and beat people up. I mean, yeah, you can get away with it with lower tier competition, but when it comes to D-Generation X and the Road Warriors, they are anything but lower tier competition. They are the best of the best. In fact, that's pretty much what all the teams are, the best of the best. So the Mario Brothers, I mean, they won a tough match against the New Age Outlaws. D-Generation X is the second seed by virtue of having been the number 1 contenders in that match, in which they were not able to beat the Mario Brothers, but the Mario Brothers were not able to beat them. It went to a time limit draw, and that's pretty much what caused the championship to be vacated in the first place. And then a tag onto Animal. So now, now Hunter Hearst Helmsley does a smart thing and tags out to Shawn Michaels. And then a Jawbreaker onto Shawn Michaels. So Animal is, without question, the biggest and the toughest of the... Well, actually, he's the bigger of the two. It's just that they're both very tough. I mean, they're not great wrestlers, but... Do you really want to tell them that? No. I think you're better off, you know, yeah, you would be better off trying to out-wrestle these two big brutes, but, I mean, use force when necessary, but it should definitely be a last resort against the Road Warriors. But right now, the Road Warriors, a back suplex onto Shawn Michaels. Although Shawn Michaels is no slouch. I mean, the man is a former World Wrestling Federation champion, Intercontinental champion, and tag team champion, albeit with different tag team partners, but he's been tag team champion. So the man has done it all, has Shawn Michaels. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's won the Intercontinental Championship. Heck, he's recently won the World Wrestling Federation Championship. All in the World Wrestling Federation, of course, but Shawn Michaels has already done it all. I mean, the man was a star throughout the 90s, and he's just continuing where he left off. As for the Road Warriors, they are already the greatest tag team ever. I mean, their record, you can put their record up against any other tag team established and what have you, and no one comes close. Nobody comes close to the Road Warriors. But make no mistake about it, I mean, Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Shawn Michaels of D-Generation X, they don't have to take a backseat to anybody. In fact, nobody has to. But that's why we have this tournament. So we had the former champions advance to the semifinals. But now we're going to see if the number one contenders from that championship match can make it to the semifinals. I mean, really, if the former champions and the former number one contenders win out all their matches, they will meet again at Night of Champions. Only this time, it will definitely be in a match in which there has to be a winner. There just has to be. A back suplex onto Shawn Michaels. And now Shawn Michaels. A knee breaker onto Shawn Michaels. And now a pinfall onto Michaels, but not even a 1 count on Michaels. Oh, but now Hawk is in trouble now. Oh, I might have spoken too soon here. And now, okay, what's Hawk doing? Okay, that was kind of weird what he was, like, he just exited the ring and then came in. Okay, Hawk, what's wrong with you, man? Oh, and then a huge backbreaker onto Shawn Michaels. Let me turn it up just a little bit. There we go. And now Hawk is going to take down that table, but this is not a no disqualification match as Hawk just cold-cocked Shawn Michaels. And then a neckbreaker onto Shawn Michaels. Oh, but then Hunter Hearst Helmsley gets a hold of Hawk and throws him in the ring. Of course, if the match was to end in a countout, for one of these teams, the team that gets counted out loses and the other team wins and moves on. So, of course, if both teams get counted out, well, they both lose and they're both eliminated from the tournament. So it's important to get the win, as Michaels got the rope break. Oh, nice Enziguri onto Hawk. I mean, anytime you can get a kick off of the guy's head, no matter how big and strong they are, anytime you can land a kick like that with that sort of impact, even the mighty Hawk would have to fall. As Hunter Hearst Helmsley gets tagged in, elbow right to the back of Hawk. I mean, Hawk's a pretty good big guy, but now, of course, the referee's going to try to, well, he had to count out Shawn Michaels. If Shawn Michaels had been counted out for the count of 5 by the referee, being that he was the illegal man, he would have been disqualified and the Road Warriors would have advanced. And now, well, thrown back in the ring is Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And an elbow onto Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Although, Shawn Michaels got a hold of Hawk, and now Hawk is on the outside. In fact, all 4 men are on the outside. I mean, oh, and Animal just got rammed into those steps. And so did Hawk as he hit his head on the apron off the Ricochet. And an elbow once again to Hawk. So now... okay. Oh, I see what he was doing. He was trying to avoid getting double-teamed by Helmsley and Michaels. And thrown over the top rope is Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I'm not sure what, Hawk is trying to do. He has him on that table. Now I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to mangle his opponent. Although, okay, well, he got on the table, but, okay, alright, whoa. Alright, well, both men made it back into the ring. And out goes Hunter Hearst Helmsley again! And Hunter Hearst Helmsley gets thrown in the ring. And an elbow right to the head of Animal by Helmsley. Once again, Hunter Hearst Helmsley is on that table. This is not good. What's Animal gonna do to him? Wait a minute. A neckbreaker onto Triple H through the table, and the impact broke the table in half, or actually it just destroyed the table, period. Although Helmsley is on the outside, and if he gets counted out at this point, then the Road Warriors are going to win. Now wait, what's Animal doing? Oh wait, he's picking up Triple H, or Hunter Hearst Helmsley as he calls himself. Oh, he barely made the 10 count. One more second and it would have been over for Triple H or Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, as it should be. But the match does continue. And then Shawn Michaels going with an armbar onto Animal. But then Triple H, or Hunter Hearst Helmsley, gets shoved off the... wait a minute. A pile driver onto the floor, onto Animal, by Shawn Michaels. I mean, that'll definitely put anybody out. Although Shawn Michaels got thrown in the ring. Well, he exits the ring, but the two legal competitors are still in there. And a body slam onto Hawk. Alright, so now there's a little bit of order now. Oh, and then a huge neck breaker or back breaker, I should say, excuse me. The neck breaker was on that table, but that was a big back breaker on the Helmsley. And Michaels broke up the submission attempt, and I'm pretty sure if he hadn't, Helmsley would have tapped out. And now, wait a minute, Helmsley, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to go for it. The pedigree onto Hawk, and that busted him open. But Hawk, though dazed, was able to get up from that. But now he's a bloody mess now. And then a bulldog onto Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and Helmsley is pissed. And then a spine buster. And Bret Hart, what the hell is he doing? Now, wait a minute, who's Bret Hart after, though? Oh, here comes X-Pac, and I'm pretty sure he's here to even the odds on behalf of D-Generation X, but yeah, they're going to fight each other. I had a feeling that Bret Hart I don't think he was here to help the Road Warriors. I think he wanted to cost D-Generation X the match. As Shawn Michaels hit the Sweet Chin Music on Animal. Oh, wait a minute. The referee didn't even get a chance to go for the pinfall. Now, okay, what's Brett doing? Oh, and then a power slam onto Shawn Michaels by Animal. Wait. 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I'll tell you what. Shawn Michaels was distracted slightly, just enough for Animal to hit the power slam onto Shawn Michaels. And as great as Shawn Michaels is, individually as well as a tag team competitor, Animal, he got all of that power slam, and that was just enough to beat him. So Bret Hart came out to try to cost the team. X-Pac comes in, but just the distraction from Hart was just enough for the Road Warriors to take advantage of D-Generation X and move on to the semifinals. So D-Generation X will not have a chance to go up against the former champions in the finals if it had actually played out that way. But instead, the Road Warriors move on. Who they will fight in the second round, or not the second round, excuse me, the semifinals. The semifinals will have the top seed against the remaining bottom seed. The remaining top seed will take on the remaining bottom seed, and then the two middle seeds will face each other. That's how it's going to work, so I just wanted to clarify for that. But anyway, stay tuned. We still have more matches coming up right after this.